Hello to you all. It's been a while because, let's face it, I don't have much time on my hands anymore, and I'm dealing with my work. And now that I got kind of a permanent schedule that I like, I might actually start posting more videos. But today's subject, in terms of reflections, mainly has to do with the idea of patience and materialism, mainly because of a little incident that happened to me yesterday. Now, I work a job that's customer service, and I don't really like it, but right now nobody else is hiring me, so I need some form of income. Anyway, this guy pretty much lost his shit on me over a stupid phone, a cell phone. That's one thing we do, is provide cell phones and all that. And this guy's trying to throw his weight around, threatening lawsuits, threatening my whole company's gonna not going to be with your company anymore, and there's going to be lawsuits and hell to pay, and anything you offer me is a slap in the face. So, for me, I'm just kind of wondering, why are you getting so upset about this? Why? It's a stupid phone. I mean, granted, he lost out on a $260 deal, but in the grand scheme of things, what exactly is $260? Is it worth really being that upset about? And so it kind of got me thinking. The reason why this guy was getting all angry is because he signed up for a deal on Black Friday. And he wasn't willing to be patient about getting his phone, because with that specific deal, it was only through the warehouse. And so since the warehouse didn't have any product, he had to keep waiting for the warehouse to finally get their product and then be sent to him. He wasn't willing to wait for that, even though he got a really good deal on this particular phone. And it sort of made me wonder, why would you have that kind of suppressed anger over something so trivial in your life? I mean, here he was talking about how much money he made and the big old company he worked for and how powerful it was and blah blah blah. I mean, you're getting upset over $260, and I just don't get it. And in reality, it's there's a couple things for that. I mean, in our current society, there's a lot of people that are kind of praising this whole rise of the self-serving jerk, and you can kind of see it reflected in what happened with our election. I mean, don't even start me on that. But yeah, jerks and a-holes are kind of being lauded in our society, and they're the victims, no matter what to the contrary. And that's kind of an attitude that's been kind of permeating our culture the last few years, and it finally came to a head this past year, of course. So I'm just here to say this. It doesn't matter how big of a douche you are, just because you're making threats and trying to bully people doesn't mean you're going to get your way. It'll work sometimes with some weaker minded people, but you know, you're it's not going to work. And unfortunately, there are cowards out there that will bow to this sort of thinking just to appease somebody, but I'm not one of those people. And personally, I look at it this way: he can talk all the smack he wants about me, because all I know is I follow my company's policy. He's not going to get that credit because he didn't apply for it in time. So no biggie off my back. Of course, he's going to wake up tomorrow trying to file lawsuits against a multi-billion-dollar company, and I'm sure his own lawyer will tell him, "You're a stupid idiot. Go home and drink some tea, you selfish prick." At least I hope that's what his lawyer says. But then again, he's a lawyer, so he'll probably just take his money and go through with the frivolous lawsuit, and then get shot down a few months later and go to do what every other troll out there does: go to Facebook or some right-wing blog site and complain about it. I mean, that's what people do. And so that's where it boils down to the second half of where I think this guy's problem was, in the whole idea of materialism. I mean, who cares? Who cares if you have the newest, best phone? I mean, does it really matter? I mean, this guy was getting all angry over a Google Pixel. It wasn't like an iPhone 7s Plus, which is the hottest item in the Christmas season right now. It was a Google Pixel, 32 gigabytes. It wasn't the 128 gigabytes, it's 32. It wasn't the Plus with the bigger screen, it was the 5-inch screen. So I just don't get it. I really don't. And the whole idea of this Christmas season, which is something I always kind of get, I always kind of fight with conservatives about, is put the Christ back in Christmas. Christ hasn't been in Christmas in a long time. Sorry. I mean, the way we think and the way we look at Christmas is rather sad and disgusting. And I'm going to give gifts. It's not just some societal norm. It's something I want to do, except I like to give gifts that people actually use. That's why I like giving my parents coffee or wine, or my dad some good liquor, because I know he'll use it eventually. He'll use it all. He'll share it with his friends, possibly on a night where he has his friends over, you know, or something with my nieces and nephews. I'll give them something that'll actually grow their brains, or something they can actually use. I like giving gift certificates, so then it puts the power in their hands to get what they want, and kind of lets me off the hook a little bit in terms of. And it doesn't mean that it's because I'm not thoughtful or I don't listen. It's because I'd rather just let you choose for yourself. And either way, the whole idea of patience is, start with that. I mean, it's not a virtue. It's something you learn, and that's something I've definitely learned a lot during the course of my job, this new job I'm doing, and I've really grown because of it, and I really feel that I can now handle a lot of different things and a lot of different problems a little better in my life now, rather than just panicking. And so, in a lot of ways, I was always pretty patient waiting for things. It's just every now and then I would lose my top as well, and I might get angry, but I don't feel that way anymore. And I think this job's really helping me cultivate those ideas. And so, even if it's for materialistic means, like getting a really great deal on an electronic device, I mean, I can wait. If I'm saving money, yeah, I can wait. I mean, of course, I'm not going to be able to wait now, because things are changing this upcoming year a lot for me. So I'll have to make some different decisions as we go along. But till then, that's all I have to do, is just keep moving forward. Patience is something I'll keep learning at my job, and because you just have to deal with everybody. You have to deal with all sorts of individuals who have no idea what it takes to work those kind of jobs and what it takes to live your daily life. So I just say, if you're impatient about something, just breathe, man. Just breathe, or do what some of my more hippie friends do. Meditate. Do yourself a lot of favors. Trust me. So it's kind of a rambler, I guess. Time to go, but think about it. I mean, it's something. Work on your patience. Work on waiting something. Drive behind a slow car if you have to, because it really will change your life if you learn how to just wait for something. And that's the lesson for today, I guess.